Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with MARC CRUDGINGTON, the CISO for Woodforest National Bank. This is Carrie Nelson, Program Director with SecureWorld. We're here in Houston, and we're talking about some great and very important and timely topics, Mark. One of them being, of course, President Obama issued an executive order last year concerning the adaptation of the EMV smart card payment system, otherwise known as chip and PIN. Do you think organizations in the U.S. will be able to meet the October 2015 implementation guidelines? And in your opinion, why has it taken the United States so long to embrace this system? For example, Europe has relied on the system for years.
Yeah, I don't think all organizations are going to be able to meet this deadline. Many of the organizations will, such as the larger retailers. Walmart, in fact, had this already turned on a few months ago, but then they turned it off because they were having issues, mainly from the individuals that were trying to use the card. They didn't understand that you just put the card in there and keep it until it reads the EMV chip. So I think most of the major retailers will be fine. It's going to take a while for individuals to get used to using the card. And also some of the smaller organizations that have or don't exactly have the capital expenditures that Walmart do might have trouble implementing the system.
Will there be ramifications for those that are not compliant by that date?
I do believe there will. They may extend it. You know how the government is on these types of things. They might extend it, but they might end up fining them or might leave it up to the credit card companies or card issuers to police that, if you will.
Okay, great. Thank you for that response. Let's transition another question. The EMV smart cards are very effective, but they won't prevent all types of financial fraud. For example, someone making an online purchase illegally could do so because they're not required to enter that 4-digit code. Is there anything we can do to help protect ourselves when it comes to online shopping? Is the financial industry developing new systems that will help protect both individuals and organizations while doing business online?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that financial organizations can do, and we've implemented a lot of those as well. There's analytics and user analytics that you can apply to a system that whenever a transaction's made, you might get a text code or some kind of verification via phone call, so two-factor authentication that you made that transaction. Then many companies are implementing the analytics where say you use your gas card here in Houston and then 5 minutes later you're using it again in Washington, D.C., it gets blocked. So there's a lot of things that organizations can do to protect their customers, but also individuals can also protect themselves by just monitoring their credit report closely, monitoring their transactions, and just keeping a closer eye on it. And then if they see something suspicious, just report it to their financial institution. It's important for consumers to realize that they're not the one that's on the hook for this. And my personal, since the Target incident, I've no longer used my debit card unless it's at a ATM for my financial institution.
Really? Okay.
I only use my credit card. And the reason being is I'd rather have my credit card maxed out than my bank account drained. So that's my advice.
That makes sense. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate your expertise.